Hi friends, happy Empowered Wednesday. So nice to see you. Today I'm just going to give it a couple more seconds for everyone to start coming in. And hang on. I can see some of you are coming in, which is amazing. Hello for joining me today. As you know, I absolutely love Empowered Wednesdays. I actually, a while back, I was all about Wellness Wednesdays. And I said, okay, but wellness isn't just about wellness and self-care and self-love. It's so much more. It's about the right mindset. It's about feeling empowered so that we can be our best selves, always showing up as our best version. So then I had this idea and I said, you know what? I'm going to rebrand Wellness Wednesdays. Hi, everyone. So nice to see you. To rebrand the Wellness Wednesdays to Empowered Wednesdays. And then this whole live series was born around the mindful entrepreneur to really share with you. And sometimes I have guests. Some guests are my clients. Some guests are my friends. Some guests in the future might be perfect strangers that I thought, they would be wonderful guests to bring in to share some strategies, both personal strategies, life strategies that they can share, as well as business strategies to help bring a little bit more extra balance and harmony. And today I'm flying solo. So my name is Izabela Kvesic, and I have been, I would say, a business mentor and a life coach mentor for about, I would say, unofficially 20 years, and officially for the last 5. I work with entrepreneurs, I work with corporations, really around elevating their personal brand so they can be seen, they can attract perfect clients, but also working with them around making sure that they always remember their genius. They always remember their superpowers, because when we honor and embrace our strengths and not so much focus on the weaknesses, we really can create magic. So I'm happy to be with you today. Really today I am alone because I wanted to share with you what's really working right now for me to bring more harmony and balance into the life. Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. So for example, what's really has been important, as a lot of days I actually work from home, from my home office. So what's working is to always make sure that I create an environment that it's welcoming, not only for my clients, but also it's welcoming for me. So I love being in my office and I can create my own magic, let's call it that way. So what does that mean? Well, I always make sure that I have fresh flowers, whether from my garden or maybe something inspires me and I can see something that it's just calling my name. So this week there, you see those beautiful sunflowers. They make me happy. They remind me of, how important it is to reflect and understand what is bringing you joy, both in life and your business. What do you love doing? You guys know me. I love bringing the fun element to all that I do. And it's just that reminder of never forgetting that, this is part of us, who we are, and bringing more of that personality. And this is where, when I teach around how do you build that authentic brand, is bringing that part of you that's making you unique. And it's part of that, your secret sauce, or you can call it competitive advantage. So just sunflowers make me happy. And they are part of my personality. Also surrounding myself with beautiful items. So, and you know me, I'm crazy for all things essential oils and candles. So I actually bought this beautiful candle. It's eucalyptus. And did you guys know it's actually really, really good and powerful essential oil, especially now as we're going into fall and winter time where weather is changing and people will be getting sick. So to keep your immune system high, and again, I'm not a wellness coach or anything, but I've done my research for many, many years, 30 years. It's been a hobby of mine to study holistic medicine as well as learning around essential oils. So I do surround myself with a lot of essential oils. And this beautiful candle I bought from my friend Shay's new boutique that she opened up in Port Credit. So if you haven't gone to Shay's, and I linked, I will put her handle in, but she has beautiful, beautiful items for your home office, or your life. So yeah, just surrounding myself with items that I actually love and I feel empowered. So not waiting for that perfect moment, but really doing it intentionally and doing it every day. And also, as I mentioned, essential oils. And I love in the morning when I wake up, feel motivated. So I got this as a gift from my friend Carolyn. Beautiful essential oil. It's citrus and lemon and a little bit of lavender. So it was kind of a personal mix. And that keeps me motivated and empowered, and reminder why I'm doing what I'm doing, and doing it intentionally, with fun, with focus, with my own personality. So really setting more of that intention, how we're showing up, and yeah, just surrounding myself with items I love, and also the things that spark joy and remind me about my authentic brand, and how I want to show up for everyone in my life, my beautiful family, as well as my amazing and beautiful clients and friends and family. And even, for example, right, we always overthink things, but how can we feel empowered and inspired? So we're actually trying to, and we've been on a great streak in the last couple months, drink more water. It's been one of our goals as a family. So I just make sure, and obviously has to be, on your brand and brand color. So you'll always see me with either a blue cup or a turquoise cup, but really putting water in beautiful containers. So again, that mindfulness and intentionality comes into play, where you can feel empowered just, drinking water from your cup that actually represents your brand colors as well. So when you're having a meeting with someone, let's say it's on Zoom or you're in person, just think about, what is your brand? How do you want to come across? Again, very authentically, but you want to be remembered. So it could be as easy as putting some water or tea in a beautiful cup and enjoying it. And not only like the exterior of it, but it's also empowering on the inside, and also it's representing you as a brand. So think about the things, and this is really has been working for me. Surrounding myself with beautiful environment, both outside, spending time in places that I really feel empowered and inspired, but also inside. So create the space that you love, because especially if you're working from home, because it's so important. And if you do have an office and you work, or maybe you work in a corporate world, just how can you create a space that it's more inviting, that really can speak to your heart and your soul, so you can be on fire, right? So it's always, remember, you always have that choice, and you can decide to bring more vibrancy into your life and your business. So think about the things that can do that for you. So that was one thing I wanted to share. So creating that beautiful space that you can feel empowered. Oh, hello, Terry Lynn. So nice to see all of you guys, and Angela, and there was, oh my goodness, I can't see everyone, but yes, thank you so much for joining today. So I'm just sharing some of the things that are really helping me feel inspired and empowered and bring that harmony into my life. As you know, we were away in Europe for over a month, and as we're getting back, is just making sure that European beauty and inspiration can really extend its lifespan, and creating those beautiful everyday or inspiring that everyday behaviors that can have profound effects on how we show up in our life and in our business. So beautiful spaces, that's one of them. Another thing is, you guys, I'm crazy around being intentional in the morning, and I have a very powerful morning routine. If you guys haven't gotten your free workbook, there's a link in my bio, and you can download your own morning routine. It's really about activating that morning so you can win the day, and feel inspired and empowered and being intentional. And I always, like this morning, I was by the water, and often we are in the forest, whether we're running up the hill or being very intentional. I meditate as well. But what I have been feeling lately, as we got back with, kids being back at school, there's lots of hormones in play. I don't know if it's also my midlife, but we have 3 teenagers. Our youngest turned 13 yesterday, so we are dealing with a lot of emotions at home. And when I really took back, and I was doing my morning routine, and I was really intentional, and what I realized was there was a little bit of a gap in the physical movement. So lots of emotion. Even now I'm getting emotional. So Tony Robbins, I went to his workshop, and what he reminded me was emotions is really energy in motion. So when we can move that energy, we can have a better grasp on our emotions. So I'm happy to say that I rejoined a kickboxing gym. So probably you guys never even knew this. Maybe some of you knew. I actually used to be a competitive fighter. This is back in the day, probably 25 years ago. And I loved it. And I loved, I have lots of energy, and I loved how I was able to get it out of my body, and I missed it. So so I rejoined the gym, and I'm proud to say I've been in it in the last 4 or 5 days, 3 times, and it just feels amazing. So if you guys are feeling like, maybe you've been emotional a little bit as of late, or there is stuff that you just feel are building up, I would so encourage you to go out there. You can be as easy as starting with a walk, everyday walk, maybe one time, twice a day, but maybe, joining some kind of a program. Hello. Hello, John. So nice to see you. Just think about how can you help move that emotional state you're in. Just move your body. It really, really helps with processing some of that emotions. And I'm telling you, I honestly feel like, you guys know me, I can have big and happy energy, but I'm freaking feeling on top of the world today. And it was because of that amazing workout that I've done. And, I hit the bags a few times, and I was able to process all the emotions. So guess what? I'm going to show up more powerfully and more hoping to show up more empowered for my family and my clients for the rest of the day. So really, this is, if you were thinking about it, maybe this is a very warm invitation to consider just doing something around moving your body. Even if you have a trampoline, or again, it could be as easy as walking or getting on a bike. So it doesn't have to be a kickboxing gym or anything like that. But what can you do to really help with the emotions? Or even dancing, right? So just do more of that. So again, if you haven't downloaded the morning routine, I invite you to do that. There is a link in my bio. So that's the second thing that's working for me. And the third thing is, I've been on this personal growth journey and learning a lot and reading a lot, and really has been an intentional reflection and going deeper and connecting with myself. So I've been reading a lot of books. And it's really working for me. And again, I'm not a quick reader. I'm actually a terrible reader. I probably have 6 to 12 books at all time on my nightstand, because my attention isn't the longest, so I have to switch between the books. But I wanted to read you something that actually inspired me, because it reminded me of something. So yes, I need some glasses here and there from time to time. So you'll see me sometimes with my cute turquoise glasses, right on brand. So here, I'll read this to you. And this is from Ceremony, beautiful book by Brianna Waste. I think that's how you spell her name. So here is a little paragraph. If you keep reaching for dreams that are in the future, you will always be left empty in the now. Reality can never feel quite as compelling as the imagination. This doesn't mean that we can't aspire. It just means that we should aspire to the moment. It means that we should put all of our effort into making each day the very best it can be. Real change can only occur in the quiet, ordinary moments that too easily pass by. And I love that quote, because it's really a reminder of, it's beautiful to have all these big, audacious dreams. And listen, I'm your girl for that. But there is also a beauty in being in that moment. And this is what those, for me personally, those morning routines are, is when I can reflect and be intentional about my dreams and goals. And also, I have those big goals, but also I can be very in tune in what those goals mean for that exact day. So what do I want to achieve, in the next 24 hours? And yes, the vision is still important, but also staying present and taking the inspired actions towards the daily goals is key. Because I think often we can, and this was me years ago, when we can so wrap up ourselves in the big vision that we actually almost get stuck in the fear, and we forget to break the big dreams down into the smaller steps and those smaller tangible, those SMART goals that I really talk about in the CEO Power Hours, the workshop I run monthly. So if you're interested, please let me know, and I'll let you know when the next one is. But really around anchoring the big vision is beautiful and it's important. But when we don't focus on taking the daily steps and really celebrating those little winning moments when we are on the way to our big vision, we're gonna miss out on enjoying the present moment. So today is that invitation from me to you. If personal growth is important to you, if growth in your business is important to you, take a time and reflect and surround yourself with, whether it's the right mentors and people in your life, right books, right podcasts, and minimize the things that maybe are causing a little bit of a distraction in your life. I know for me, there was a moment, and that I would say in the evenings I would watch way too much Netflix, especially with a show like some of you here will okay. I love Europe, so it's, yes, I was a sucker for Emily in Paris. But now I'm being mindful when I watch, and usually it's once a week, and it's on the weekend. And during a week, I do try to be really committed to my personal growth and watch less of TV and really get inspired and empowered, surrounding myself with the right mentors as well as books, because that's where I get my inspiration. So I'm hoping today's live was helpful to you. And again, it's a reminder that we all need a little bit of help. And there are, some of the things can be so easy if we kind of can just break them down. So today I shared with you 3 things that are working for me. One, it was around making sure that the environment I create is welcoming, is on brand, and also it's inspiring. 2, how my morning routine just got elevated with some kickboxing and training to really help deal with some emotions that I've been feeling lately. And 3, getting inspired with external sources, whether it's the right mentors or books, and really decreasing the things that might be stealing your energy. It could be social media, it could be TV. So thank you very much for joining me today. Again, hoping it was helpful. If you guys have any questions and if you feel I can help you with whether elevating your personal brand or bringing more of the harmony in with the right business strategy or life strategy, you know where to find me. And wishing you a beautiful, empowered Wednesday. Bye, friends. Have a beautiful day.